Last time on Tunguska, the Visitation. Excellent. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Anyways. Onwards to Ravenwood. We'll deal with some of the stuff over here first. Might be able to get some terrifying home with many legends and stories. Home with some strange Eastern European settlers. Okay. What does that mean? Are they going to eat my liver? I think they might actually be here to eat my... How many of these guys are... Alright. Beautiful. Excellent. So I need to... That, and we need to... around this, because there's a lot of radiation. Mushroom. Okay. Okay. Switch out. Okay. About to avoid the house over there because... Hold on, I'm gonna quick save. Because the cultists... I remember this area quite well, actually. Yeah, there's a big anomaly right there. Okay, I don't have any grenades. Sold them all. So, I'm at this. So then I go this way. Timothy Ostapov. I'm busy here. Go talk to the boss. Bonjour! Well, I am Jerry, and I'm a cook. I'm a cook from Louisiana. My family was... I don't know their French. You probably have already talked to a few other folks already, so I'm gonna let you know the secret. I'm not as depressed as the others. In fact, I'm quite happy down here. How's your last name? Mero, I'm French. My real name is actually something else, and I changed it just for the trip. Please know me as Jerlin Marome, or Jerry for short. If you're smart, you can figure out what my real name is. Interview? What makes you so happy in this deadly exclusion zone? Because I'm totally free here. No government, no policemen, and no taxes. Can you find a better place on Earth where these tyrants are too scared to take control? You come to Tunguska avoid tax. Ah, I see where you're going. You are avoiding tax. You are not the responsible citizen. You're selfish, blah, blah. But for individual citizens to pay tax isn't the best way to empower them. It doesn't really help those living in poverty. Besides, I don't think government should be trusted with your money. Yeah, government's job is to take care of you, is to make sure you aren't standing in the way of others, you know? And the government is a magical, moral, godlike being. It's a bunch of people just a bunch of people looking to earn a salary according to an imperfect set of rules who usually don't give a frick about helping the poor. So I'd rather give my money to charity. They at least pretend to care. This place. It's so darn dry and cold. I'm from Louisiana, so it's been quite an adjustment. For some fresh homemade food definitely help. This is Tunguska. Nothing grows here but ghouls. Everyone here eats stale bread and horror-card sausages transported in from 1,000 miles away. What ghouls? You mean the zombies? They're quite amusing. You shouldn't despair just because I'm fresh ingredients readily waiting for you in the farmer's market. I'm a cook, and the cook is a resourceful man. Come with a plan for the kitchen to make delicious meals from scratch. Come back later if you want to help out. Okay. Yo, interview. Before I came to Tunguska, I was a taxi driver in New York City. My job here is an engineer for the Continental Rangers. Awesome. I'm also from New York. How's it feel to make such a big change in your lifestyle? To be honest, when I'm here in Tunguska, I feel like a deer standing in the open field, waiting for a hunter to pop my head off. When I was in New York, I was surrounded by so many people that I felt safe blending away in the mass. So even though some people complain about crimes in New York, I think it's the safest place on Earth. Why didn't you choose to come here then if you feel so uncomfortable? I was just getting bored of the routines. Trying to survive here in Tunguska is an opportunity to put my inventive side to the test, so it sounds pretty exciting. Honestly, I wasn't prepared for such primitive lifestyle. There's absolutely nothing here. I even have to dig a hole every time we take a dump. I really miss the convenience of modern life. Guess I just slowly reinvent my own convenience and comfort. What inventions do you have in mind? Maybe something to help us water the potatoes, I'd say. Offer help? Sure, thank you. I'm trying to figure out how to produce alcohol for serum. You know, as an Indian, we don't usually drink alcohol, so it's pretty foreign to me. You basically need some kind of blueprint for distiller. Once I have a blueprint, I can build anything. Where I can find one? Experts making alcohol. I know exactly who I have to talk about. Goodbye. Anyways. 12. Random mushroom there. Okay, cool. What's up? Interview. I'm Larry Jefferson, head of the Continental Rangers. We may be few, but we aren't weak. We're the Continental Rangers, division of the Army. No, we're not affiliated with the military. We're actually a cross-country biker club. A group of people who share the same resentment of the government. We used to ride together twice a year when the weather's nice, once in spring and once in fall. We usually meet somewhere on the East Coast and make our way to the West Coast over 2 weeks. Through these cross-country rides, we get a break from all the bureaucratic bullcrap, and we get a taste of good old days when the government was small and harmless, really. It's fall right now, and it seems like your bike ride went a little far this time. Well, this year we decided to do something different. We took on a special mission for ourselves and ended up here in deep Siberia. What kind of special mission are you working on? A bit curious. In a nutshell, we're here to raise money for the American veterans of the Vietnam War. Vietnam War. It was a war in which we weren't allowed to win. The moment we stepped on the land, we were doomed to fail. The Viet Cong didn't care about their own people. Trying to do... Wow. I believe the war was unjust and the Viet Cong weren't bad folks. I hate the American troops for being too brutal with the guerrilla. Oh. American troops too brutal? You're carrying a baby working right till someone pulls out an AK and starts shooting at you. Would you shoot back or just duck down and yell, "Take it easy, Granny," to wake up the baby? Can't see myself pulling the trigger towards the women and children. You shred them in pieces and they in pieces. A lot of your soldiers get PTSD from traumatic stress like that, and that's why we're here, to look for a cure for their everlasting nightmare. But this place. We're having a real tough time here. Look, we don't even speak Russian. There's no way the other factions ever work with us. They're so hostile towards Americans that they wouldn't even hesitate to shoot us on sight. PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Imagine being kidnapped for a month and severely beaten every day. Would you still live a normal life a month later? Our Vietnam War veterans were kidnapped. They lived every day under constant fear, not knowing when a harmless civilian would toss a grenade at them. Others, when they returned home, greeted with ridicule and even hatred. Whom eventually recovered. But some did, but many never recovered from it. Your initial stage of PTSD is nightmares and insomnia. Constantly relive the traumatic events in your dreams. A lack of good sleep turns you a monster. You lose your job, you lose your girl, and you lose your sanity. And then you remember all your buddies who didn't make it back, came back without arms or legs, and feel guilty for that. It never escapes you, and nothing makes you feel happy. You said you came here for PTSD. How do you plan to do that? I mean, I'm no doctor or psychologist. I can't cure them myself. All I can do is make a lot of money, hopefully, and donate them to those researchers. How do you plan to make that money? Let's already hear, at least most of us anyways. They're trying to figure out how to brew one of them serums, because we saw in some newspaper about them being very effective drugs and sell for a lot of money. Whose newspaper? Mine. I think some Manhattan Weekly. And Daredevil came all the way here and learned everything about the serums. I wish we met him. Could get some help from fellow American. That Daredevil is me. Need help? We're trying to start a serum business here, but we have no idea how to get started. We have settled here for a few weeks already, but we spend all our time arguing with each other. Bring me at least 2 serum recipes, that would be really helpful. Don't worry, I would just want to take a look and won't take them away from you. I brought some recipes to look at. Go around here, some blood and guts and the zombies and some kind of lab setup too. Oh, didn't know it was that sophisticated. What are you going to do next? Well, to figure out how to get those ingredients. Luckily, I brought some smart dudes with me from the club. Did you meet Alkavir? He's our gardening guru. He's trying to set up a herb garden and we could use some help. Go talk to him and see what you can do. Meanwhile, as you can see, our team is running thin. I need some help recruiting members. Recruitment. We're constantly getting harassed by ghouls and wild boars, and most of us don't know how to fight. If you can help us recruit some new members, I have a big reward for you. What's the big reward? It's a abandoned fishing shack across the river, a very clean and peaceful place. If we can get 5 new recruits, I'll give you the key to the fishing shack, and you can build a home there for yourself. Ooh. Alright. Met a Vietnam War veteran. And I gave a disarmament from the bootleggers. All right. What? Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I'm inside, so... Alright. Oh, hey. Look at that. Ow. Okay. Yeah, we could save. Scratch kitchen. You know, I'm pretty solid idea on this. Wasn't any little kitchen. I brought my own cutlery and skills, so that's no problem. I also found this old cast iron sausage stuffer in the house, which will be handy as well. I just need to build a smoker to cook the sausages. Sorry. I could probably convince him. Oh! Oh, Venkat. Kavir. Interview. As you know, mate, I'm Australian, but I moved here from Australia a couple of years ago. I lived in California before joining Larry in this little venture. Not sure if I made the right decision come here, really. But you think you made the wrong decision? I mean, you don't regret to do Larry. You can't feel bad for those veterans. But, mate, this group of people we rounded up here aren't really productive. It makes this group unproductive. Well, although we all agreed to help the veterans out with their PTSD, we didn't really agree on how to accomplish it. Larry wanted us to just raise money and donate to the researchers, but some of us believe that we could find the cure for PTSD directly. Look, mate, you only see 5 of us here. Immediately Scottish. There used to be 7 of us. Where'd they go? Amir and John Jr. are the 2 missing ones. I don't know the details. I lived there in a big argument with Larry last week. They walked out and we haven't seen them since. I don't know how this dysfunctional team can accomplish anything, mate. PTSD. Erase the memory, if you know what I mean. This place. Locals hate you so much. Honestly, it's Larry. I know he really hated the Soviets, so he wouldn't compromise anything getting on the good side. His demands make him look like a snob. Larry said he might need some help. Well, thank you. I'm actually doing something. I see serum recipes and call for local flowers. You have to have seeds. I collect enough seeds to plant them in those flower beds in front of the house. They'll be green so we can see them. So the school body parts, how you get those. What goes? You mean zombies? Well, I'm not really fed. I didn't know how to shoot a rifle. That's why I hired Jian Jun. But he's gone now, mate, so I have no idea. Here, I brought you some seeds. About 2 defectors. Okay, goodbye. Interview. Made the biggest mistake. Come here. I have lost my son. I will never forgive myself. I'm your son. So Amir broke off from the group with his friend Jian Jun, and nobody knows where they are. Since then, I've been having visions that he was in grave danger. I believe he's not far from death now. Amir is my only child and the only one person left in my family. Tell me Amir and yourself as well. Polish family in Maryland. Most of our family have either been estranged or passed away. My wife passed 5 years ago, too, so Amir is all my only family left. And why did you risk your son's life and bring him to Tunguska? Continental Rangers for a long time. When Larry invited me to this trip, at first I didn't want to come, but he promised me $50,000 in payment because he needed my fortune teller ability. I really needed the money to pay for Amir's college tuition, so I agreed, but Amir were willing to tag along, saying they needed to study the serums for his thesis. Why did Amir leave the group? John Jr. or Larry, because he wanted to find his own way treating PTSD, and Amir was on side too. You know, being young, ambitious, and rebellious, there's no way he would stay here and work in the potato field with the rest of us. This place. What is the meaning of Tunguska? It's a divine judgment. You come here with the hope of striking rich, you take on different paths based on who you are. You succeed and make a fortune and die quickly and painfully. Path. Can you show me the path to get around Ravenwood? I'm new to this, I want to explore. There's just 4 region villages living. It falls north. You get to the lake. West of the lake is some hills and valleys. Left Pacific River. Center stretch of forest. Feel free in this death. Death, the horror of death. Everything in the forest is dead except the ravens. Yes, the ravens. They are there to eat the dead. Also, you see a path through the forest that takes you up north towards the valleys. What are you going to do about your son Amir? Are you going to look for him? You need to use your visions to find your son? Oh, is it a topic? Okay. Offer help. Fresh fish. Did Ravenwood? You catch fish. I don't know anything about fishing. Don't need to catch them. Just bring a few grenades and you see any ripples. Oh, he's giving me grenades. Okay. Okay. Find Venkat. No, it's Larry. Thing cat. He needs help building a smoker. No, he knows I'm a vegetarian. I don't agree with people slaughtering animals for food. Are you sure you can go to the smoker to cook with some vegetarian food? Don't miss having a hot buttery garlic naan. I can design a smoker that doubles as a tandoor, well as close as I can, but I'll need some ceramic plates which retain a lot of the heat. Plates to serve dinner on? No, I'm talking about a thick flab slide ceramic. Oh! Ceramic armor, so I can take the plates out and use them to build a smoker. Okay. What a frickin' waste of a good armor. One superior potato. Okay, so we got Ravenwood Valleys. There's that dead thing. So I'm gonna quick save. I want to see if I can't because I need to clear this area. Put this in here. Okay. I'm gonna swap out for my AP. Swap this out for AP. I brought a better gun. Excellent. Okay, and I have that. Okay. Yep. Okay. Where are you? Okay. That worries me. Okay, hold on. Oh. You have a shotgun. We'll take that because I need ammo for that thing. Okay. Got a grenade from you. You got no keys. And you had an SKS. You had that. I want that. Okay, and we are at 12. Okay. Okay, hold on. Find the key for this door. Okay, there's a lot of anomalies in there. Okay. Very cretin. Range. All caps. Those wolves? They're wolves, okay. Beautiful. Okay, so we're almost at the bend here. Okay. Okay. Okay, swap back to AK. Okay, we got that. Okay, there and there. Look at that, I have that I can drop. Got all that. There's a zappy noise coming from inside that building. Okay, where? So I'm here, so I'm coming over here. On. That's a pig. Okie dokie. Now for this. Take forever to locate me. Okay, Celestial Sisters. Okay, let's trade this out so we can do this. Hilariously enough. Found exactly what we were looking for. Yeah, my flak jacket actually does. What is...
Hello, my peeps and toasties. Thank you so much for watching my content. Seriously, it means the world to me. Anyways, just to point out a few things, if you're not subscribed already, why not hit that big red button right there and tag that notification bell if you want to keep seeing my content pop up more in your feed. I also have a Twitch link in the description below, as well as the second channel I upload to, the Grand Star Legion. Anyways, I also have a Patreon, which is open if you want to help support the channel. I don't make anything off of this, and anything to help pad it out would be fantastic. Anyways, thank you all so much, I'll see you next time. Screw doors, lad, we'll make our own. The KV2 is its perfect door opener. Also, a good old can opener as well.